Famous for their high quality of care, Brentworth care centres frequently rank among the top healthcare providers in the UAE for both patient health, customer happiness, and cost. Many swear by their services, which include standard medical care, cosmetic surgery, and cybernetic replacements. Yet some insurance companies have complained of the care centres' inflated prices and accused them of artificially raising the cost of service. Some insurers have even recently threatened to refuse claims for the expensive hospital. However, it seems unlikely that there will be a change anytime soon, as those steep prices align with Dr. Jalil Brentworth's vision for the care centres that carry his name. In an interview with the Terra Gazette, Dr. Brentworth defended the premium cost by saying, "My philosophy is that treating the primary medical issue is only part of the process. Rehabilitation is a full-body experience, so I built my care centres around exactly that, providing the mind and body the comfort and care it needs to heal itself, and that additional care comes at a cost." Jalil Brentworth was born on Earth in 2829. He led a happy and privileged childhood until his older brother, Sajid, was diagnosed with a rare liver disease. Jalil watched Sajid suffer through several experimental treatments before receiving an artificial liver. The implant restored Sajid to the energetic and intellectually curious older brother that Jalil adored, but over time, Sajid's body slowly rejected the new liver. Doctors attempted to correct Sajid's condition with several courses of suppression therapy and nerve reconstruction, but it proved to be too much of a strain for Sajid, who died a few weeks later in the hospital. The loss devastated Jalil, but inspired him to study medicine. He attended the University of Earth at Australia, where he developed a keen interest in the nervous system. He became particularly fascinated with axons, nerve fibres that conduct electrical impulses, and wrote several research papers on ways to potentially improve how cybernetic implants and artificial organs connect and communicate with the body. This work drew the attention of UEA researcher Dr. Ariel Roux, who was studying ways to reverse nerve degeneration, a leading cause of implant failure. The two joined forces and began conducting simulated trials of the new surgery methods Brentworth proposed in his papers. Their initial experiments showed promise, so after receiving his doctorate, Brentworth decided against opening a medical practice. Instead, he joined the UEA as part of Dr. Roux's research team as a surgical specialist. After years of experimental procedures, Dr. Brentworth became dismayed with their progress. In most cases, there was no measurable difference between the implant performance in their participants compared to current medical standards. The exception being several groups whose surgeries were done aboard a ship stationed in low gravity. Professor Roux became convinced that low gravity somehow helped the nervous system form a stronger graft to the implants, but Dr. Brentworth wasn't convinced. He noted participants' biometric data also showed lower heart rates and blood pressure that indicated they were more relaxed before and after the procedures. A difference he attributed to the participants relaxing in the luxury accommodations aboard the ship while travelling to and from the location. Remembering how stressed his brother had been during his extended time in the hospital, Dr. Brentworth wanted to perform the next set of surgeries in standard gravity conditions, with the patients given resort-quality rooms to relax in pre- and post-op. But Professor Roux rebuffed the proposal to focus on more low-gravity experiments. A rift grew between the two, and they amicably separated not long after. Dr. Brentworth moved to New York City, where his partner had landed a job advising a senator. In 2862, he received a substantial investment from his parents to open the first Brentworth Care Centre. Built around the core tenet that the level of comfort and care received throughout the treatment was equally as important as the procedure itself, Dr. Brentworth brought in award-winning architect and design firm Lobie Ross to make the treatment centre equal to the finest resort. Business was slow to begin, until his partner, Darren, convinced a Senate security officer to get her malfunctioning cybernetic leg looked at by Dr. Brentworth. Other doctors had told her a new leg was the only fix, but Dr. Brentworth was convinced a small procedure could strengthen the current graft. He was right, and word quickly spread among the Senate security staffers that not only could Dr. Brentworth perform miracles, but that a stay at his facilities was better than some hotels. This notoriety grew and eventually landed him his biggest patient, Senator Linda Beckley, who suffered horrific burns on half her body following a freak ship accident. The skin grafts were so good that only those in her inner circle knew she had them. Still, once word spread to politicians, power brokers and celebrities that Dr. Brentworth did outstanding work and prioritised privacy, business boomed. Even after the care centre tripled in size, demand was so strong that appointments were scheduled months in advance. Soon, powerful investors were scheduling appointments to get work done just for the opportunity to convince Dr. Brentworth to let them help him grow the brand. Dr. Brentworth initially rejected expansion due to concerns over controlling the quality of care. He'd become a notorious micromanager, and even though he didn't perform all procedures, he could oversee and advise at a moment's notice. After fielding numerous investment offers, Dr. Brentworth saw the potential and decided to do it himself. He started small by opening additional Brentworth care centres on Earth. This allowed him to personally pick each location, oversee their design, personally interview and hire staff, and once open, be but a comm call away. These new locations were quickly booked months in advance, and a decision was made to expand to more locations in the Sol system. To expedite the expansion, Dr. Brentworth worked with advisors to establish exacting standards for his care centres. No detail was too small. From ensuring the right plants were selected for the lobby to specifying the colour temperature of lighting in recovery rooms, all future Brentworth care centres would be built to these high standards. Dr. Brentworth established similarly strict criteria regarding medical procedures, specifically calling out certain biometric benchmarks patients needed to reach prior to a procedure and before being released. Additionally, the centre's profits were reinvested into seeking out the latest medical advances and training his staff in how to use them. Notoriously, Dr. Brentworth spent billions upgrading all the medical scanners twice in the same year after a newer, slightly more accurate model was released. He claimed that nothing relaxed patients more and helped them heal than knowing they were getting the best care. Before long, there were Brentworth care centres and systems across the Empire. By the early 2900s, many other practices tried to replicate the care centre's brand of luxury medicine, but none would ever match Brentworth in prestige and popularity. In 2917, Dr. Jaleel Brentworth retired and died shortly thereafter at the relatively young age of 87. His partner revealed posthumously that Jaleel had suffered from chronic kidney disease and had decided against receiving artificial replacements, joking that the only person he'd ever trust the procedure with was himself. While the man may have slowly faded from public consciousness over the years, Brentworth care centres will continue to carry his name far into the future and stand as a testament to the high quality of care and meticulous dedication to detail that makes them some of the best medical facilities around.
What's this? A Tobii eye tracker ad? Exactly what you wanted. The Tobii eye tracker gives you natively supported high precision head and eye tracking for Star Citizen and a load of other games for that matter. This is perfect for greater immersion in Star Citizen, for looking around your cockpit while in combat, or just quantum travelling around the verse. There's a load of cool bits like Tobii Ghost, so you can see where eyes are looking, or other people can if you're recording it or showing it to like viewers or whatever. But also you got camera boost, which is like mouse acceleration for your head. Until the 28th of October, you can grab 15% off by using the link below. There's also a sweepstake running where you can grab yourself a Star Citizen ship and starter pack. Again, links below. Every month we have a ship giveaway. For October, it's for a Drake Corsair with a game package and lifetime insurance. All you have to do to be in for a chance of winning that lovely Star Citizen access and ship that can be used for exploration, but it's also this cool little multi-role, multi-crew ship. You just need a comment on any of our videos made during October. That will go into the hat. It's not a hat, it's a spreadsheet. It goes into that, and then a random person is chosen. With the addition of Alpha 4.0 and Pyro, there's going to be tons more to see and explore. The Corsair is perfect for that. Good luck. Please consider supporting the channel as well. We've got the join button under our videos that will make you a channel member. That goes a long way in supporting the channel, as does becoming a Patreon. It's pretty much the same thing, but for different mediums. You can also like, comment, share, or sub things like that. That all helps with the channel hugely. We are also gathering questions for CitizenCon, so chuck those in the comments below as well. If I find any appropriate devs, I will ask your question, or I will probably amalgamate lots of questions together and make them more concise. Thank you so much for your support and watching, and I hope you have a great October.